Hey everybody, welcome back to History with Missy. I'm your host, Ella Hodge, and today we're going to be talking about the battles of Chattanooga. So, something I didn't know before was that there were actually multiple battles of Chattanooga. So, there was Missionary Ridge, there was the Battle Above the Clouds, and I believe there was one other. These battles took 3 days. And at this time in our timeline, it's November 23rd of 1863, and Major General Ulysses S. Grant has been given command of all the Union forces in the West. And we've got some old friends joining us today. On the Confederate side, we've got our good friend, General Braxton Bragg, which is commonly known as the worst Confederate general in the history of Confederate generals. Excuse me. And we've got our old friend, Major General William S. Rosecrans. That's actually how you pronounce his name. And we've got our old friend, the Rock of Chickamauga, Major General George Thomas. He's actually going to be a very important guy in this whole movie thing. But this is Rosecrans' last day. Why is it his last day? Well, after the army retreated from Chickamauga to Chattanooga, and Grant found out that Rosecrans was just going to retreat from Chattanooga too, Chattanooga's kind of important, and they can't afford to just give that up. So what happened was Grant actually replaced Rosecrans with George Thomas, our friend. So, and when Grant told him that he had to hold on to the city, Thomas said, according to the Battlefield Trust, we will hold the town until we starve. Talk about commitment. And before we continue talking about our favorite generals, let's talk about everyone's favorite comfort food. One of my favorite foods, I normally prefer saltines, but I guess your food the way you want it. It goes good with soup. It goes good with cheese. It goes good with, well, it just goes good. It goes good with tomato sauce too. Today, we are going to be talking about everyone's favorite comfort food. Drumroll, please. Crackers! Okay, so not exactly crackers like the saltine crackers that we eat when we're sick. The cracker line. So, what was the cracker line? It was basically an answer to a very desperate prayer. During this time, the Army of the Cumberland, which was the Union Army, which was part of the Union Army, was stationed in Chattanooga in Tennessee. And remember when our good friend General George Thomas said that they were going to hold the town until they starved? Well, they literally held the town until they starved, and even when they were starving, they didn't let go. What they did do was, the chief engineer, William Smith, also known as Baldy, for some reason, I think he's bald. I've never seen his picture, but I think he's bald. And under the orders of Ulysses S. Grant, he designed this route that was going to bring rations to the Union troops. It was called the Cracker Line by the troops because some of the rations that they would be bringing were hardtack crackers. Now, we're going to be calling this part 1 of the battles of Chattanooga because I've been up since before 6 a.m., and that's not good for historical accuracy. So, we are going to be making this part 2. We're going to be calling this the setup. And the next time we're going to be talking about one of the battles of Chattanooga, and then we'll see where it goes from there. So, thanks you guys for watching. I just wanted to make a video because I hadn't made a video in over 2 weeks, and you guys are probably missing me. So, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.